Okay. So you said that you wanted to make sure you got your portion sizing right.
Right, absolutely, because I mean, you know, obviously if you go out into the world, like go to a restaurant anywhere, portion sizes are out of control. They are just, they're insane.
They are insane. So if I'm writing a normal healthy diet for somebody, I've got the exchange system is what I like to use, and so I've got food models to help me explain what that is to people. And for most meals, I want you to have 2, 3, maybe 4 ounces of meat. Okay. Or of protein equivalent food, and for a lot of people that ends up being meat.
Right.
And so if we put our hands out, we can see what the palm of our hand looks like.
Yeah.
This is what 3 ounces of meat looks like relative to your hand.
And this is so helpful because this is not what you get on a plate in a restaurant at all.
And unfortunately, most people have been taught that a piece of meat the size of the palm of their hand is accurate. Well, as you can see, if I really lay that on the palm of Rebecca's hand, we've got another ounce or so hanging out there. So the palm of her hand is really like a 4 or 5 ounce piece of meat.
Because I'm super sized.
Yeah. Well, and everybody in the world has a palm that's bigger than 3 ounces.
Right, right.
So that's what 3 ounces looks like if you're looking at something like steak or pork chop. And of course, always healthy to trim some of that extra fat off.
And when was the last time you went to a restaurant and got, I mean, this was a steak,
right? And instead of that, this is what you get.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my gosh, ribeye.
And that's what 8 ounces looks like. And people eat all the marbling and stuff, and that's extra fat, extra calories.
Right.
Instead of having the lean meat. So eat half of this. If you're going to have something like that, eat half of it, trim the fat.
Cut that meat off, that fat off.
That's
yep.
right.
Yep.
If this were a piece of baked chicken breast, that's the size that I want that chicken breast to be as well. That's enough at any one sitting.
Wow.
If you want to have another ounce on top of that, that's fine, but you don't need that big old piece of chicken breast the way it comes in the package.
Wow.
Okay. And if you're using some fairly lean lunch meat, that's what turkey looks like. And again, that's kind of a small. It's maybe 6 of the thinly sliced pieces like you would get on a Subway sub or something like that.
Okay.
Here's what something like Canadian bacon looks like. So this is 2 ounces and this is 2 ounces.
Okay.
I like a lot of times to have you use these as a protein filler for part of your snack.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And not to have quite as much of it even as that.
Right.
So you could take half that much meat and put it on one slice of bread, fold it over and have a sandwich. You got a nice grain and a nice protein. Put some healthy fat with it. That'd be a nice snack.
Maybe a little cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of cheese, any of your hard cheeses like cheddar cheese and some of those are fairly high in fat. So in general, one of these cubes, and put your thumb up there. One of these cubes is going to be about an ounce of cheese, and so this, as it sits, is 3 ounce equivalent of meat and 3 servings of fat.
Okay.
Each one of those counts a serving of fat and an ounce equivalent of meat.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to a wine and cheese party, fill up on the veggies, go easy on the dip that's with them, and have a piece of cheese or two, but choose the kind you really want.
Yeah.
And enjoy it for all it's worth.
Right.
Right? Don't eat a whole bunch of it. Pretty energy-dense, fat-dense food.
Cool.
As we're talking about fats, peanut butter is a staple food for a lot of people, right?
Yeah, it definitely is for me.
That's a tablespoon of peanut butter.
Okay.
And that's what counts as 1 fat.
Okay. I'm definitely getting better at measuring my peanut butter.
Very good.
I was the girl who was tossing so much peanut butter in my shakes. I was probably adding
quite a few calories.
Almost 300 calories, maybe.
In peanut butter.
Oh my gosh.
Scary, right? But
well, no, this is 1 tablespoon, so that is half of a serving, right? Isn't a serving of peanut butter 2 tablespoons? I think
on the container it might be.
Yeah. On the container, I mean. Yeah.
Every tablespoon in my book counts as a high fat protein.
Okay.
1 high fat protein, which means ounce of meat and a fat.
Okay.
So pretty high fat protein.
Yeah. Yeah.
So very good. I know most people like peanut butter if they're not allergic to it.
And I've recently found powdered peanut butter, PB2. Have you seen that?
I've heard people talk about it. I haven't
tried it.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Yeah, it's just basically supposed to be, crushed up peanuts.
Yeah. So if you take peanut butter is a conversation we're on there. Now I'm going to have a big old brain fart. Nuts.
Yeah.
Let's take a minute and talk about nuts. Nuts, right?
Yeah.
So somewhere I have a model that's got nuts. 6 to 8 almonds count as a serving of fat. And you'll find people who think that because they're pecans or walnuts or cashews, whatever they're eating, because they're healthy, they'll take a whole handful.
Oh,
of them.
yeah.
You know, that is like 5 or 6 equivalents of fat.
Yeah.
And on a whole-based diet, for somebody on 1,800, 2,000 calories, you'd be lucky to have 5 or 6 a day, let alone at one time.
Right.
And I think you got to think about your body. If you're putting all that in at once, what do you expect your body to do with it? It's not magically going to burn it.
No,
it's
absolutely not. Yeah.
So nuts are healthy is the message. Have a few of them at a time, but spread them out throughout the day.
Yeah.
Instead of eating them all at once.
Great. Great.
This is what a serving of dairy looks like, and I like most women to get 3, if not maybe even 4 servings of dairy a day, and it can either be a small glass of skim milk like this, and this is an 8-ounce glass, or it can be a cup of yogurt. Would be fine. I love the new Chobani yogurts that are out there.
Oh, the Greek yogurt?
The new Greek yogurt, thank you. Chobani brand.
Oh, great.
Right.
Yeah.
Good high protein, good dairy products.
Yeah.
This is what a serving in something like orange juice looks like, and that's only 6 ounces. When's the last time that you were out to eat and saw a glass that was that size, right?
Oh my gosh, McDonald's will give you a large. It's 32 ounces.
Right.
That's insane.
Yeah, and every depending on which book you're using, every 4 or 6 ounces counts as 1. So you're talking 5 servings of fruit in that 132 ounce. You know, you don't need that many extra calories and that much extra sugar.
Right. So, right.
But here's what I prefer you eat instead.
Nice.
Right? Have the whole fruit.
Yeah.
So any medium-sized piece of fruit counts as a serving of fruit. Overeat this.
Right.
Would you eat 5 of these?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. You know what I love is clementines, especially, you know, we're coming up on clementine season, and I will literally grab 5 of them and take them to work with me and just
eat them throughout the day.
Them. Yeah.
But my point is, would you eat 5 of this in one sitting?
No.
Where you would drink the 32 ounces of juice, right? Those are the kinds of strategies that get us in trouble.
Exactly.
Trying to get people to use full fruit.
Great.
So we're talking about carb a little bit.
Okay.
Reminding you that that's what counts as a serving. It's 1/3 of a cup of rice. Is what counts as a serving?
This is 1/3 of a cup of rice.
That's
a serving.
That's
of
a
rice.
serving. Let's go to Mark Pies or someplace. You know, you're talking 5 or 6 grains in that one sitting.
Oh my goodness.
So getting people to only eat part of that and save it as leftovers and eat it again later.
And this is like almost 200 calories for just this little bit of rice, right?
So you're always thinking in your typical consumer piece and things. This would only be about 80 calories because it's an exchange.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But what they put on the box is more than an exchange. It's a serving size as the company sees it, as the government sees it.
Okay.
And yes, you're right, it is higher.
Okay.
But you're talking about 2.5 grains, 2.5 grains for that serving as you're talking about it on the box.
Okay.
Isn't that confusing?
That is confusing.
Why do they do
so
that
this is about 80 calories.
That's about 80 calories.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
This is about 80 calories in a bagel.
Okay. Wow.
Right? Took you a minute.
Does Panera make these? No.
Right? That's the part Panera throws away out of the middle.
Einstein Brothers?
Maybe.
I know, right? This is the bagel hole. Okay. Wow.
And so a regular sized Blunder's bagel, I used to have one, it's disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 3-ounce bagel, maybe a 4-ounce bagel. So you got to read the label.
Lord,
but every ounce counts as 1. So go to
Panera ones are like, it's got to be 5, 6 ounces.
5 or 6 ounces. And then what do they got in them?
Oh, I know.
I'm with you. They taste awesome, but they're kind of sometimes food the way that we end up purchasing them and eating them.
Absolutely. Just on occasion.
Yeah.
An occasional splurge.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is what a serving looks like in a cereal like your Wheaties or Total Cereal or anything like that. This is what 2 looks like.
Take that out
cereal.
for a second. Wow.
Yeah, these are plastic foods, guys. Many dietitians will have them. We highly suggest that you work with a registered dietitian.
Oh, of course.
If you're trying to learn to eat right as you're coming back from some of the places that you've been.
Right. Now this is 1 serving and this is
2 servings.
This is 2 servings. Okay. So would you say, you know, for breakfast, Raisin Bran is 2 okay? Not so okay.
I think 2 is fine, but you don't need any fruit in addition to it because you've already got those raisins in there, right? You've got that added sugar, a little bit of that. So you need some good protein source with that and then let it rise.
Okay.
So you're having some milk on your Raisin Bran. What else? Maybe a boiled egg, maybe a cheese stick or something like that. Has another little protein add and
with some yogurt.
Yogurt would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yogurt on there would be awesome with Raisin Bran.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, very good.
Cool.
Very good.
Awesome.
And so then just kind of the final reminder is that this is what 1 serving looks like in something like broccoli.
Wow.
And, you know, in pasta this is a serving, this is 2 servings, and this is 4. And people tell me all the time that this is what they eat in pasta, and that's 4 servings of
I'll tell
pasta.
you what, you know, growing up we were big spaghetti fans, and this looks like a small plate to me, and I'm embarrassed to say it. We would go back to seconds.
Absolutely, and you're not alone. The only
Oh my
people that should be
gosh.
eating that much pasta are male athletes whose bodies can do it, right?
So-
And they need the energy.
So this is 4 servings.
That's 4. If that's 4, how many of you eat 4 times that?
Oh, that I will do.
Maybe now.
Yeah, now I will.
That's part of your success.
Absolutely.
That's my point.
Right.
Using
But-
these fresh fruits and veggies is really important to your diet, really important to your health.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and thinking, I easily, when I was growing up, was taking in 10 servings.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not, 10 servings probably, maybe even 12 servings of pasta.
Right?
Oh, that's depressing.
So were you
I had
getting-
the metabolism to keep up when I was little.
But were you getting 10 servings of vegetables?
No,
Well, there we go.
no, I was lucky to get.
What we know now is this is our
No, thank you serving.
This is our anti-cancer right
Okay.
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
High fiber.
Absolutely.
Very good for us. So think about your plate,
Cool.
and your plate's divided in 4 pieces,
Mhm.
and a quarter of that's a nice lean meat,
Okay.
like our fish if we want it to be. The other part is some kind of a nice whole grain, like a brown rice, would
Okay.
be fine. And the rest of that plate is brightly colored fruits and vegetables.
Sweet.
And if you can kind of follow that little guideline for yourself, you're fixing dinner, okay, what's my plate going to look like when I'm done?
Mhm.
Make sure that you have all those different pieces.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So happy eating.
Awesome. Thanks. Well, Jackie, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. This is always fun. I love playing with plastic food. It's fantastic.
It's always a good reminder, no matter how many times you've seen it. It's a
Right.
good reminder.
Right.
So,
Definitely. All right. Thanks. You're welcome.